right-hand lane for the right turn, right turn, exiting 4th exit onto the A17 towards Newark. Road conditions are good, dry, excellent visibility. Taking up a position, mirror check and a shoulder check. The right signal is on, it's confirmed. Is this lorry going to wait for me? Yes, it is. I can see movement under the lorry, but that vehicle has come to a stop. 1 or 2 vehicles ahead of me that are likely to pull out, they've stopped as well. I'm examining the road surface here to make sure that there isn't any contamination, because there has been a garage forecourt on the opposite side of the road. Changing the signal to a left signal mirror check and a shoulder check before we turn onto another continuation of the clearway, 2-way traffic sign, speed camera sign, hazard warning lights in the centre of the road. There's oncoming traffic and there's traffic ahead of me. On the right hand side of the road I can see some form of weighbridge with a possibility of vehicles emerging from the right hand side, so I'm taking up position 2. Oncoming traffic, HGVs. In the distance there's an HGV. We've just moved away from a garage position, so I'm checking temperatures and pressures. The pressures are okay, temperature's a little bit on the low side, so going to restrict the RPM until the bike's fully warm. Left hand side of the road is marked with a solid white line, as is the opposite side, and there are no pathways. While in the distance I can still see plenty of oncoming traffic, and there's also agricultural vehicle with the amber flashing light, with no opportunity of an overtake just at the moment. Taking up position 1 just to get a slightly better view around this corner, but there is a good open view across to the right hand side. You see 1 or 2 vehicles held up on the lay-by on the right hand side, any of which may suddenly pull away and exit from this junction on the right hand side, forcing oncoming traffic towards me. No problem at the moment. There is another junction on the left hand side which I'm keeping my eye on, but again there's no traffic occupying that junction. Still maintaining position 2. Speed is 50 miles an hour. Moving out to position 3 and back into position 2 as another HGV appears, trying to get that early view in case there is a possibility of an overtake. More oncoming traffic with headlights on. Junction on the right is clear. Junction on the left, I'm moving out to position 3. Safe position for this junction on the left. I can see oncoming traffic, so I'm going back to position 2. Mirror check shows that there is a vehicle behind, but he's keeping well clear. Another notification of speed cameras. And just across the view I can see a garage forecourt, which I should now be considering in case there is emerging traffic. I'm protected in the centre of the road by a 3rd lane. The vehicle ahead of me seems to be pulling towards. In fact, there's a sign on the left hand side that has slipped down indicating clearway, and another supporting again on the left hand side, and a 3rd sign indicating it's a clearway, so it's obviously a clearway. Approaching crossroads. Crossroads are dangerous. There's traffic turning ahead in front of me, so down into the lower gear, and there's a right turn which I'm pulling away from. The left hand junction is clear. I'm going back into position 2. Speed camera on the right hand side looks as though it's received some form of attention from the vandals. And yellow lines on the left hand side, no parking, but it still is a clearway. Advance warning sign of jet noise. As on the right hand side of the road we have Royal Air Force Cranwell, which is yet to wake up. There's a certain amount of contamination in the centre of this carriageway, so I'm going to move to a position between midway in the carriageway and position 1 to stay clear of the contamination. Junction on the left hand side for a farmer's track, that's unoccupied. Edges of the carriageway are still well marked with a solid white line, and there is no pedestrian pathway. Looking across the junction I can see advance warning sign of a park on the left hand side. At the moment there is no one on that car park, which is in another quarter of a mile. Similarly, the park on the right hand side of the road is also unoccupied. I've got some idea of the wind conditions here, as there's a windsock, and I'm expecting any wind to be blowing from right to left. Still no possibility of an overtake. Vehicle behind seems to be moving out into a more dominant position, obviously intent on overtaking me at the same time, so I'll have to be aware of that if I do make an overtake manoeuvre. At the moment it's not possible. Still maintaining position, speed and gear appropriate for the conditions. And a warning sign here of speed cameras.